Hey everybody, it's Shelly. I just wanted to get on here really quick. I did a live Facebook video yesterday, so I thought I'd do a YouTube video today. So what I was going to talk about is just the contrast. I was just listening to, oh shoot, it was basically like it reminded me of like a PBS show. Anyways, it reminded me of, if you think about the Saturday Night Live skit with Alec Baldwin and his sweaty balls. I know that's totally not what I should be talking about, but that's what this show that I just watched, it had John Edward on, and he is a psychic, and he was just talking about just the reboot of our whole system and how this is affecting everybody and the goodness that will come from it. So I just wanted to talk about contrast because I think it's important to realize in the whole using the law of attraction to your advantage that contrast has its place. So, you can, this is like a global contrast. Or negativity, if you want to put it that way. It's just like everybody's panicking and freaking out and buying things they don't need and getting freaked out. Like there was just some military helicopters going over here locally yesterday, and everybody's freaking out about it, and it's like they're probably just running drills, and it is a little scary and freaky, but you can take it for what it's worth. I feel like if there is U.S. military doing drills, then that's to help protect us. And I'm not going to get into the mindset of, we're going to be, marched into whatever. I don't know. I feel safe with our military, and that's just me, and you can take your own stance on that. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, any other time that the military is flying their jets, I am from a community where there was a huge Air Force base, and I loved that our house was in the flight path, and I could see the jets flying daily and hear them and, watch them go over my backyard and it wasn't a big deal then. And now everybody's kind of freaking out about it. And it just, to me, this whole thing is how you're dealing with it. And it comes down to that every single time, whether it's a flat tire or a illness that's affecting the world. How you deal with it has a huge, it is a huge determination of how things are going to go for you. Like, I am going to go grocery shopping on Friday because I go every other Friday, and I'm not like freaking out about it. Our state of Washington just got notified yesterday that we are only going to have essential businesses open starting today. And people are freaking out about that. But it's for the safety of all of us. So my husband texted me a little while ago and said, the Safeway and Walmart parking lots look like the day before Thanksgiving. And it's because all of that happened. All that was announced yesterday by the governor, and everybody's freaking out that they need to get all this stuff. Essential businesses are grocery stores. You can still go to the grocery store. You can still drive to the grocery store, and no one is going to arrest you or stop you. You can still buy what you need at the grocery store. If you stop buying everything off the shelves and give them a second to replenish the shelves, there's still food being made. Those are essential businesses. There's still food being harvested. There's still food being, made in restaurants. We just, I think it was on Saturday, we ordered to go from our favorite Thai restaurant. It was so yummy. And I sat there in the car while Scott went in, just because we didn't need to both go in. And there was probably 15 or 20 people that came and went out of that restaurant in a 5-minute period, getting their to-go orders. And he said they have it set up so good in there. They have the chairs all separated. They have, you know, it's just nice to see. It's like, it's nice because the community is coming together. When I went grocery shopping 2 weeks ago, it was crazy because there was so many people there. And, it took me like 35, 40 minutes to get through the line, but everybody was so nice. Everybody was helping each other out. And, oh, this line is open. You should go in that line. It's shorter. Just talking to people in line. I helped a woman because her little boy was in the cart and she forgot some bread and she didn't go out of eyesight, but she didn't want to get out of line and she didn't want to leave her son. So she's like, can you just keep an eye on him for just like 10 seconds? And, and I moved her cart up as the line moved and she was very thankful. And it was just great. It's like, even though we're supposed to stay separate, we're coming together. And the thing that I was just watching with John Edward, and I haven't finished watching it, he is just talking about that we kind of reached this peak of entitlement and being spoiled in the world. And not everybody, but a lot of society in this world has reached kind of this peak with money and convenience and all this stuff, and this is kind of knocking us down to our knees to go, wait a minute, what really is important? And that's what contrast is about. It makes you really realize what you really want, whether it's contrast like drinking a bad cup of coffee and going, I'm not going to drink coffee unless it's good coffee, or huge contrast like this where it's like, God, I really appreciate the fact that a few weeks ago I was visiting my family and now I can't do that. And when I can get back to that, I'm going to be much more grateful and happy to actually be able to go like hug my family members. And that's what this is all about on a spiritual rebooting level. And if you look at that and you just stay calm through it and get grateful for everything you have. I mean, I still got up, took a hot shower, got ready for the day. My life really hasn't changed. I know a lot of people's has, but I work from home. So I did some listing this morning. I'm spreading my listings out pretty thin because I'm pretty sure the thrift stores aren't open. And even if they are, I'm not going to go. I was almost going to go yesterday. And then I don't know, my intuition just said, nah, don't do it. And I didn't. And, will I in the future if they're open? I might, if I feel good about it. Today, I'm just going to stay home. And like I said, on Friday, I'm going to go do my grocery shopping. I'm not going to go hoard anything. I'm just going to go do my normal grocery shopping trip. I've kind of been hoarding, but it hasn't been purposeful. It's just that I just am having a hard time with the fact that my family is getting smaller because Madison moved out a couple years ago and Marley, he's been hanging out with his friends. He hasn't now because he's at home, but I've still been buying food like it's 4 of us sometimes. And then it like comes to buying food again in 2 weeks. And I'm like, I don't really need hardly anything, but I still manage to get stuff at the grocery store. But, I have like 1 extra thing of toilet paper, but I'm not like, freaking out about that. When I go on Friday, if they have toilet paper, I'll probably buy a pack, but I'm not like freaking out. I just feel blessed that, we have what we have and we're doing what we're doing. My husband is still working for an essential company. So he went to work this morning and I don't know. I feel like contrast is important. You get into this law of attraction lifestyle and you think, well, I just have to be up and positive all the time. And if I'm not, then things will fall apart. And it's like, things are going to fall apart. Things are always going to fall apart. Your job is to respond to them with acceptance and positivity and lessons and getting through it. And you might roll around in it for a minute, but get up and brush it off and get grateful for what is there. And that's what it's there for. to make you realize what you don't want or what you really should appreciate. And that is what this is. I started to kind of get into the fearfulness of it in the beginning and kind of denying that it was happening. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, which I kind of am anyways, because this is what I do. But it's just like, it's time for us all to step back and really get grateful for what really matters. As far as I have seen, nobody's going to be getting evicted. Nobody's going to be getting their power shut off, unless you were already in that state of, you were on the edge of eviction. I don't think this will save you, but if you in the last 2 weeks have lost your job and you can't pay your rent or you can't pay your bills, from what I understand, if you word it right and call the utility company and say, I don't have any money to pay my bill because of the coronavirus. If you just call and say, well, I'm really short on money, or I would go online and kind of research that, because there's a certain way you have to say it, but you can get, basically relieved of paying some of that stuff. Luckily, we are not in that position, and we're going to be able to pay all our bills and buy our food and everything. And I'm so grateful for that. But there's resources. There's still food pantries. There are people on Facebook everywhere that are like, if you need help, let me. You need to go to work and you need your kids to go somewhere, let me know. My daughter today is volunteering. It's through the school district here. They are taking care for free. They're taking care of the healthcare workers' kids. So she's got a shift that she's going to go volunteer and take care of these kiddos. And she's so happy to do it because she works in an elementary school and she misses her kids so much right now. And so she's excited about that, and they're taking precautions. She went to a training yesterday to explain exactly how they have to, wash everything and keep all the kids, contaminating and all that good stuff. So, yeah, it's just like, for me, I just keep saying this is a reboot. Like, so many people were joking around back in January and February about, can we just unplug 2020 and plug it back in and see if it goes right? This is the unplug part. This is that 15 seconds of sitting there, with the plug in your hand going, okay, 1, 2, 3, and waiting till you can plug your modem back in, or plug your computer back in, or plug your phone back in, or whatever. And this is that reboot, and when you come out of this, how much better everything is going to be. And, it really is about how you respond to it. If you're just reacting and getting fearful and freaking out and putting all this negative energy out, that's what you're going to get back. Just like anything in life, that's what you're going to get back. But if you put out gratitude and help, I mean, just like 9/11, it was totally horrific. And then, I would say within hours on the news, you were hearing of the helpers, the people that ran into those buildings, the people that helped people get to safety and all of that. That's what you're supposed to look for in these situations. People like my daughter, who's helping by giving these healthcare workers free daycare so they can get to work and help sick people, and they don't have to worry about their kids because they're being taken care of and entertained, and they're in a school building, so they're going to get to do all kinds of fun stuff. They have activities planned for them, and they have trained professionals. My daughter is an aide at a school, so she's been fingerprinted, and she knows all the safety procedures with kids and all that good stuff. So what a blessing for her, because she gets to work with the kids, and for those people, like, that's a have to. But help where you can. If you know somebody in your neighborhood that can't get to the store, and you can leave a bag of food on their porch and let them know, hey, I just wanted to help you out. Or if you know somebody that needs a ride, if that's a possibility for you, just stay, keep your hands washed and all that good stuff. But like, just be there for other people. Be there for other people on Facebook, just giving them positive vibes and positive things to, I've been posting some really funny stuff on Facebook, and some of it's a little morbid, but it's hilarious. And I kind of have a sick sense of humor, so I enjoy putting that stuff out. So anyways, I'm gonna go. You guys all have a great, what is it, Tuesday? I would say Taco Tuesday, but we had tacos on Sunday. So but maybe make some Mexican food. Enjoy your day so much. Have a good one. Oh, subscribe, hit the like button, or hit the thumbs up, and hit the bell if you want to see when I'm live. Talk to you later. Stay positive. Don't be afraid of contrast. It's here to teach us things. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.